Part 3 of this Jestermaxxing nonsense. Let's get at her.
Really want an opportunity for her. I thought that today, me listening to her problems for 45 minutes, wasting my time, having that pointless conversation, it was actually going to build something, but I got no signals, no interest. She didn't give me any hints or signs. It just seemed like a complete waste of time. And this is the point. If you as a man ever feel like you're in that kind of position, that you are just wasting your time and that a woman is just using you to listen to her issues or problems or just use you for fun or jokes or attention or time, whatever it might be, then you are just being used for Jestermaxxing. That's unfortunately what it comes down to. If you boil everything...
Yeah, you're just a simp. Yeah, you're right. If you just simp for a woman, then she's seeing you as just a simp. It's not going to go well. Why would it?
away, if you get rid of all of the fluff, all of the crap, then you are just being used for Jestermaxxing. Because, in fact, I should have had this chart for the slide of the next slide of this video, which is that if you want to have a romantic relationship with a woman, you need two things. You need the personality and you need the looks, the physical attraction. Now, if you only have the personality but you don't have the looks, then that is when you're placed into Jestermaxxing territory. Because if you had both, if you had the looks and the personality...
The way I look at it is if you have, like if I was 10 out of 10 in the looks department, I would actually be a 15 out of 10. And then I'm not that at all, but my personality pushes me to being 10 out of 10. I'm sorry, it's true. I hate to break it to you, like incels, black pillars, but that's the clear reality. If that's not true, then please explain to me how I've hooked up with 8s, 9s, 10s. How has that happened? Why has that happened? And I've dated them as well. Like, I just don't get it. Please explain.
You would be in the...
Explain to me why, if these guys are so unattractive, right? If they're so doomed, then why do, like, even unattractive guys that I know have stories of, like, hooking up with women? Of, like multiple stories of hooking up with women. That, like, you can kind of tell when guys' stories are fake or not. Basically by, like, just, you know, the funny details that you would only really experience if you've, like, hooked up with women. Why does that happen all the time? I don't get this. What this guy's saying here. Like, you don't need model good looks to get a girlfriend. You don't. That doesn't make any sense. Mathematically, that makes no sense.
Relationship category. And then just to say the other two boxes, if you have neither, then you offer no value to a woman. And if you just have the looks, but you don't have the personality, then you're probably going to be used as a hookup or some short-term Tinder fling. That's the basic breakdown. There's 4 quadrants, and...
Alright, that statement's fair. Yeah, these, like, top level, these, like, male model type men, yeah, they get some easy hookups on Tinder. What does that have to do with dating or anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's not like a modern thing either. Guess what? Before there was Tinder, before there was the internet, smoking hot guys were having random hookups with women. Sorry to break it to you.
90% of guys place themselves voluntarily in this Jestermaxxing quadrant. They want to be there because they think that they'd eventually be able to migrate over into the relationship sector, but it's just simply not the case.
True.
The vast majority of
They're
men,
just simps.
fair enough, you might have like 5% of cases where it's the exception.
I don't get it. He's describing simping. What is the purpose? Why have this term Jestermaxxing? It's just simping. Why have another term and, like, I don't know. Maybe you're not allowed to say simp on certain, like, websites. I don't know.
Exception to the rule, and guys do migrate over into the relationship category. But I'm promising you, the lion's share of times, the vast majority of occasions, guys who start off in the Jestermaxxing category, they stay in the Jestermaxxing category. and it never changes. That's just how it is for the vast majority of men.
All right, I gotta skip around, and I'm just gonna look at his slides. I kind of like his video, and I agree with some of what he said, I guess. 90% of guys only have confidence in 2 scenarios when drinking: behind online shields. Oh my god, I could not disagree more. What the hell are you talking about? Like, just pulling numbers out of your ass. I hate when people use statistics this improperly. Well, first of all, this isn't a statistic. This is just a made-up statistics. It's just a, like, even further level of bullshit. 90% of guys only have confidence when they're drunk or online. First of all, before I even get into it, why does it matter if you're confident when online? You need to be confident online. Like, the part where the internet and modern dating is affected is like the online part. You need to perfect that because it opens up literally thousands of more potential partners that you can at your fingertips you can talk to. You can start talking to them right now. Like, in an hour, you can talk to like 100 different... You can hit up like 100 different women. Oh my god. Like, what? You need to have confidence when talking to women online. Why would you not? Why would that be a problem? Now, it would be a problem if you're some like sniveling, simpering, ridiculous puddle of a human being when you meet them in person. But why would that be the case? I don't get it. Why would that be the case? If you're confident online, then you've already built that attraction. She's already into you. In most of these scenarios, she's already like sending you dirty pics. Her panties have already dropped. She's ready to go down. She wants you to rail her. Like, come on, man. You've already won. Like, it's a done deal. You've already built the attraction. There's nothing to not be confident about. I don't understand. Because, like, my entire dating life, I was a freaking, like, kid. Like, I was on MSN. I was on MSN, and I had a girl from another school. You know, sending me sexy pictures, right? I hate to say it, but it happened, right? And then so many times I've met women online through dating apps or just regular social media where we're practically in a relationship before we ever even met in person, before she ever even got context to what I look like, right? Like, I don't post that much pictures of myself online. So basically what you see now, imagine just like one screen grab, hit pause on the video. That's what she's got of me. That's what she knows of what I look like, right? She doesn't... Maybe a couple pictures. Like, you know, there's a couple pictures. So you get the context of what somebody is, like, standing next to something. Or, you know, a little bit about their personality or whatever the hell. But, like, I can't imagine not being confident. When you got a woman, right? You've already gotten to know each other. She's already sent you a titty pic. She's already talked about how she wants to take her clothes off and get in bed with you. Wow, what is there to be not confident about? How can you possibly meet somebody online and go on a date with them and not have confidence? It's so crazy. Like, yeah, there are some, like, there's some weirdos, right, in the black pill community and the red pill community where they have this false confidence. That exists, right? Like, there's tons of that. But I find it, like, when talking about, like, the real world and, like, real dating, I don't even understand how that even actually happens, right? Because, like, literally, like, I've had... I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. Because it's like, all right, if I've talked to chicks' clothes off, a woman's clothes off, before we even met in person, how am I not going to have confidence when I meet them? I already know they want to sleep with me. I know they want to get with me. I know they want to have a relationship with me. I know they want to like get down with me. I know they're heavily into me. If anything, like, how could your confidence not be through the goddamn roof in those scenarios? I don't get this at all. Now maybe he explains it, but yeah, I don't know. The solution. We'll move on to the solution. Hopefully he's got like another slide. Solution to stop Jestermaxxing. That's kind of long.
People aren't getting into relationships anymore. The average age of marriage is climbing to, I think, an all-time high of 30 years old. Because the 12 years since 18 that preceded that, it was just all filled with Jestermaxxing. And these women are in no rush. They're in no rush to get into a relationship with a guy because they have no need to. Because they've already got so many Jestermaxxers who are going to cater to their attention and give them all of the mental support.
Yeah, you mean nothing. Like, a lot of these guys need to understand, if you're in the friend zone, if you're simping for a chick, you mean nothing. She's got plenty of other simps, plenty of other guys giving her attention, and it's just as empty as a random guy who comments on all her posts. It's just as empty, right? Now, that being said, not every guy who comments on her posts is like this beta orbiter simp. There are alpha orbiters. So that's what I'm going to get into in my next video, where I talk about beta orbiters, because it's really important, right? Like, I don't care what this guy's solution is to stop simping. I'll just stop simping, right? Like I said, set standards. If you're doing favors for somebody, they ought to be doing favors for you. It's just the basic function of friendship, and apply that to your friendship that you already have with the woman that you're interested in, and things will go better. They aren't going to go good. You ain't going to end up in a relationship most likely, but there needs to be fundamental change, and maybe you'll at least get a hookup out of it. So check out my beta orbiter video, because I think it is very critical. It's where I can finally get down to the true nitty gritty of exactly what modern dating is, and what this orbiting thing is, because it's almost entirely to do with the online realm, and it actually is very important to modern dating.